Okay, so what we have here is we have the new app for the iPhone that BASF have developed in association with Farmers Weekly this year. It's to replicate the GAI tool, which is already available on totaloilseedcare.co.uk in all of its functionality, but of course it's mobile. You can do what you do with that tool but directly in the field, and you can get a result here and now within the field. Launch it simply like so, the splash screen, which is there only for a couple of seconds, and then it directly takes you to the home. We have a series of small icons across the bottom of the screen, which is the navigation, the home page as it is. Then there's the capture environment, previous photographs environment, and then the messaging service, and finally the information center. So the first thing you'll notice with the home page is a quite straightforward layout. There's a message at the top of the screen, followed by a series of photographs running down the screen. There's only one photograph on here because we haven't populated it with others, but in time, as we take more pictures, they will appear down the screen in a list. If we move to the capture environment, you can either take a photograph or select an existing photograph. So to take a photograph, press the take a photo icon, line up these guide bars with a meter rule or a meter measure on the floor. You don't really have to do that, it's just to give you a guide for what distance from the ground you need to be. Take the photograph, there's your image, press use and tag it with the name and the county in the way as before. Alternatively, you can select an existing photograph like so. So look at what appears, give it a reference and save that. Select the county and save it. And then you'll find all the information presented on the screen, and the GAI which a user is looking for is presented here. Then you can either press this one to finish, directly taking you back to the home screen, or use the email functionality. So automatically there is a form generated to send that result to whatever email address you decide. So next is the previous photographs. You can find one which we took earlier in the day, and you can see the data which are presented there, or from the map view. The map view is using the GPS functionality of the iPhone, and you can navigate to an individual location on the map. In this case, this is where we took a photograph this morning. Find the pin on the map, and then you can simply touch the pin and it gives you the tag which you gave to the photograph and the resulting GAI. If you want, simply touch it and it will take you directly to the picture and, importantly, the GAI result itself. From there you can delete that photograph. You can choose to edit it if you wish to, or you can choose to email it. So next we have the messaging service, and here the user can see the list of messages which he's received throughout the season. Simply touch the message and you can see that short in-season crop message. The user can choose to delete it, or choose again, use the email functionality to email it to a given email address. And finally, we have the info center, and in the info center there is the possibility to touch and link directly to the BASF website, to touch and link directly to the Farmers Weekly website. Go here to access some general guidance on how to use the app. And finally, here we have the reference photographs. These are very similar to what appears on the Total Oilseed Care website, where we've chosen 3 indicative crops in this case with different canopies, and then a basic summary as to what the user might do. So first photograph taken in February with a GAI only of 0.35, that this canopy is below optimum, and nitrogen should be applied early to boost canopy growth. No fungicide with growth regulatory activity should be applied. The second one in February, slightly different situation with a higher GAI. It's greater than the optimum size and generally will give an economic response to a growth regulatory fungicide. And the third one with an even higher GAI. So 3 photographs throughout February which can give the user some kind of reference to help get his eye in when he's using the tool. Same for March, 3 individual crops like so with the recommendation below, and then for April, May again 3 representative crops. And you can notice that navigation is quite simple as per all iPhone applications, simply by swiping across the screen.